Hi everyone, and welcome to my course .NET Core Web APIs for Beginners. My name is Vancho Dimitrov and I will be your instructor guiding you throughout this course. Under this course, we will learn how to create .NET Core Web API, how to define the model classes, how to create the data context class, and how to create controllers and the CRUD functions. The final outcome for you will be that at the end of this course, you will appreciate the knowledge to create .NET Core Web APIs, which can be consumed from various front-end frameworks such as React, Angular, Blazor, maybe Bootstrap and Pure HTML, then JavaScript, of course, jQuery, Windows Forms, WPF, and many other technologies. So basically, as I said, we'll be building a simple web API to explain the concepts, and then after that, we will join with another more complex course with the web APIs. But one thing at a time, we'll be building the customer's web API at this point, which will have two get methods, which will the first one will get all the customers, the second one will get a customer by ID. The third post endpoint will save a new customer. The put will actually edit an existing customer by ID, and the delete will delete a customer by ID. Keep in mind that there is no response on the delete and the put methods because these are simple tasks or maybe void methods. So what do you need to finish this course besides listening to me, explaining the concepts and watching what I'm doing? Basically, you can download a copy of the Visual Studio 2022 community version of the, as I said, Visual Studio, or you can download the open source Visual Studio code for Linux, Macintosh, and Windows, or you can download the Visual Studio for Mac. On my site, I will be using Visual Studio 2022 to complete this course for you. But keep in mind that all softwares, I mean, for example, the Visual Studio for Mac and for Windows is quite similar. So for example, how you create a project, it's quite the same. And then the coding procedure, it is the same. Visual Studio Code, you might need to basically use a CMD command to create the new project, but I will explain that a bit later how to do that. So any questions are welcomed. Please feel free to ask anything you want regarding the project. I'd be happy to comment in the forum or wherever I post this course. So basically, how to create a web API project. When you open Visual Studio 2022, you can go to File, New, and then Project. And then in the search text box, please just enter Web API, select the ASP.NET Core Web API project type, click on the Next button, make sure that the framework is .NET Core, .NET 6.0 or 7.0. Check to use controllers and be sure to check for minimal web APIs. The check for the minimal web APIs is not checked because we're not creating minimal web APIs at this point, but in another course, of course. And then just click the create button. Running the project, I mean, obviously the project comes with already simple integration about weather forecast. And to run the project, just hit the F5 just to make sure that everything is running smoothly. So you should be getting a web page as on the screen. So pretty much everything should be just very straightforward for you. If you do not see this page, then something is wrong with the installation of your Visual Studio or maybe Visual Studio Code and the .NET framework. So just please feel free to post any questions and I will try to answer them as fast as possible for you. At the end, before the creation of the project, you may receive a notice for the SSL. In such case, please just click on the Yes button. This will configure the SSL to trust the certificate in your local environment. So again, you most likely will receive a security warning. Just select yes if you trust the certificate, which is the case. All right, well, I'll see you next in the programming development session, and we'll continue building up on this topic.